Hey, thanks for joining us today at noon. I'm Jenna Webster with meteorologist Sean Ash. It is just a beautiful day to be outside. I'm like, I got to soak up the sun while I can.
Yeah, I know. I mean, it is so nice. We had a little chilly start as expected, but a quick warm up, and we're already at 60, and we're not done warming just yet. And the warmest is yet to come this week. Let's show you what's happening here around the Ohio Valley and the Great Lakes. A little bit of mid-level cloud cover, but it's not slowing us down. Temperatures already near where we peaked yesterday. We hit 61 yesterday. We're already at 60 degrees here in Indy. I do want to pull your attention. Look at St. Louis. Look at KC. Mid-upper 60s. I show you that because that air mass heading our way. I don't think we're going to hit 66 today. We may not be too far from it, but it's a hint of what's on the way for tomorrow. But yeah, we've got 61 in Muncie, Kokomo already, 64 in Lafayette. So bottom line here, this is going to be a very pleasant fall afternoon. There's some of that cloud cover that will be harmless for today. I think we're at least in the mid 60s. We may have to tack on a couple more to this, but it will be a very pleasant finish to the day. Kids get home from school, they still have that south wind. And speaking of that wind, it really begins to ramp up tonight. So when you get outside tomorrow morning, temperatures are going to be about 15 degrees warmer than what we had this morning, and that's a hint of what's on the way for tomorrow. But it is going to be a very windy day. We're going to have wind gusts peaking over 30 miles per hour at times tomorrow afternoon. We've got several cold fronts in the 7-day. The impacts to us ahead in a few minutes.
To the courtroom where the woman accused of shooting and killing a man in an alleged road rage attack is now facing a judge. 23-year-old Deborah Benefiel is accused of shooting and killing 21-year-old Kentrell Settles. Benefiel was appointed a public defender in court today. A judge also set her next hearing for December 3rd. Now, court documents say this all started when Settles honked at Benefiel and drove around her while she was sitting at a green light. Those documents say she chased him down and shot him. Police say they used license plate cameras and witness information to track her down. And we're learning that a judge is expected to hear arguments on whether to dismiss a case against a Jennings County teen. 15-year-old Landon Doty is charged as an adult accused of raping a fellow student on a school bus. Prosecutors say security video shows these alleged acts, but attorneys for the teen say the video isn't what it seems. The judge in the case is now allowing 4 hours to review the video in court. That hearing is set for December 22nd. Well, as we continue to follow violence across Indianapolis, one man is saying he acted in self-defense in a gas station stabbing where he allegedly killed the alleged suspect. Ashton Hackman explains why that man says not enough is being done about what he calls a problem gas station.
It was like a balloon, like I got deflated.
Ty Holder spoke with me by phone from his hospital bed. He's still recovering with staples in his side. He says he was stabbed outside this Speedway gas station on Kentucky Avenue Wednesday night.
I heard somebody get loud screaming, saying something loud. He went out the door and he asked me, "What you looking at?" And I'm like, "Dude, just leave." He opened the door again and spit on me, and I reached in and grabbed my mace.
Holder says that's when the man pulled out a 6-inch knife and stabbed him in his side.
I lost feeling in my legs, and I fell into him.
Holder says the suspect was also stabbed during a struggle for the knife and later died. Metro Police say it appears to be a self-defense case, but said it remains under investigation.
That's something that I got to have on my conscience the rest of my life, regardless of the circumstances.
Holder says it's not the first time someone has harassed or assaulted him at the same gas station. Here he is in 2023 in a hospital bed again after he says someone was wielding a hatchet in the same gas station. Public police reports show IMPD officers have been called to this gas station hundreds of times in the last several years. Holder says security cameras alone aren't enough.
When I go to a gas station, I should feel safe going in there and purchasing anything without feeling like I'm going to have a confrontation of being abducted or being stabbed or hit with anything. A live police officer needs to be there 24/7 for the safety of everyone.
Holder tells me he hopes he doesn't have to spend many more days in the hospital. His recovery, though, it is likely to take several months. In Indianapolis, Ashton Hackman, 13 News.
Now, another concern about security and safety stems from a bar shooting over the weekend. We've been following this story and the questions about how people were able to get inside Jovito Ultra Lounge with guns. Now, in an update from IMPD Chief Chris Bailey, he says at least 3 guns were inside the lounge. One was on a security guard, one on a victim, and the third has not been recovered. The shooting happened early Sunday morning inside the lounge. 3 men were hurt. Bailey says this shooting could have been prevented if security checked people more before coming inside. Online police records show IMPD has responded to Jovito multiple times this year for fights and disturbances. We have reached out to the lounge for comment, but have not heard back yet. And last night, faith leaders and police officers joined community members for a prayer vigil. They all say they're tired of the violence and want the city to do better. So this is an annual prayer service normally intended for family members of homicide victims. IMPD chaplains expanded it this year to include anyone in need of hope. One woman says she wanted to pray with the community for a better future.
We've had so much happening in our community: death, murder, suicide, even hungriness because of the SNAP.
We walk with everybody. That's our biggest goal and focus here, is to be more of a support, be present with no judgment, but just love and compassion.
Faith leaders say events like this are powerful, but there has to be action to follow. This afternoon, DNA is confirming the identity of a Fox Hollow Farm victim. His name is Roger Goodlett. Now, you may have heard his name before. The Hamilton County coroner tells us DNA results support the ID initially made back in 1996 through dental records. Investigators believe Goodlett is one of the victims of suspected serial killer Herb Baumeister. The coroner has been reviewing evidence found on the property in Hamilton County for years. This confirmation came through advanced forensic and DNA analysis. The City County Council is considering what could be Indy's first designated outdoor refreshment area, also known as Adora. This would be in the Irvington Historic District. Indiana currently has 46 DORA districts, but there are none here in Indianapolis. Adora allows people 21 and older to purchase alcohol from one establishment and carry it outside to another. But keep in mind, the drink has to be in a specialty cup and be within a designated boundary. The business also has to opt in. Several Irvington bars are optimistic, saying this would be a boost to small businesses. And Democratic Councilor Andy Nielsen says the neighborhood's business community is set on making sure this is successful.
Irvington is not going to become the bar crawl central of Indianapolis to central Indiana. Our business owners don't want that, our community doesn't want that, and I don't want that, right? And so I think that collective effort, this is, again, an opportunity to showcase what makes the community great. Backbone of that is our small business community.
Now, Republican Councilor Michael Paul Hart says he's open to the discussion, but adds, quote, in light of recent news stories blaming bar owners for over-serving, we need to be especially cautious in the current climate. As it stands today, we must be very careful about expanding alcohol use and late-night activity if we want to keep Indianapolis safe. The DORA proposal goes to the Rules and Public Policy Committee before being voted on at the full council meeting in December.